This is Greyshot17
and Greyshot151 here.
doing another Kaiju review in a hastily fashion because I got sick and like CH2 I'm kind of behind on content. So sorry about that, everybody. But in the meantime, we are.
To be fair, the way how sick you were, I thought you had appendicitis for like.
Yeah.
After you were like, yes, I suddenly have a striking pain on my one side of the abdomen. I was like,
Yeah, for those who don't know, Saturday I was gone, and then I've had off and on stuff this week. So unfortunately, I'm just not gonna have time to get it done by Sunday. So we're doing this instead. Yes. But what I will say is, if you are interested, we have at least a quickly fashioned Kaiju review today, and that is the Godzilla Monster Planet and Godzilla was it
City on the Edge of Battle.
Thank you. I forget the name. It's too long. But we're doing them as two separate movies just because of the fact that the movies themselves are different in quality, I would say.
Yes, in regards to quality, one has hope and the other one just destroys all that hope of a better movie.
I mean,
the first movie has some great setup.
Yeah.
And it has the ideas of some good characters, at least the main lead. The main lead, you can see him being fleshed out more than the Moby Dick-esque Ahab character that he basically is. He is essentially Ahab. He's Godzilla.
In space!
Godzilla basically destroys the planet, so he and his family are forced off, and he holds Godzilla accountable for the loss of life that he suffered when he was a child.
Yeah. And
now that with an opportunity in the first movie to go get revenge on Godzilla, he wastes nothing in attacking him. Again, the idea of this character is cool.
And the first 5 minutes of the first movie of Godzilla Monster Planet is well in establishing all the monsters. Problem is, they then kill all the monsters. So, great. Wonderful.
Yeah, the setup has Dagora, like all these classic monsters that have never seen a secondary...
Orga's in it for a second, right?
Yeah. There's all these cool, like, Kamacuras. There's all these cool monsters that are thrown in, but there's nothing done with them. Honestly, the movie should have been, like, the destruction of the world. Like, half-century war with all the monsters, like, destroying the planet.
Yeah.
That would have been neat.
Economic issues, people...
Each country having its own issue with its own monster. You could do it like a series of the week type thing.
And when they eventually get back to the planet, like, the first 10 minutes, there's so much that happens that the second, like... hour and 20 minutes or hour and 15 that this movie is, it just goes very slow.
It's slow.
Then slow to the planet, fighting off these weird bat-like dragon creatures.
Septums?
Whatever the hell they are. Any case, and then eventually they fight Godzilla and kill Godzilla, but it turns out it's not Godzilla. It's actually a tiny, like, Godzilla that's separated from Godzilla. And the major Godzilla, like, was it 1,000 meters? It's like some massive creature.
It's the largest Godzilla like ever. So it's
bigger is not always better in this case, because while he's destructive, the problem is
he's kind of bland.
Yeah,
he's really bland.
He's a bare nose.
He not only that, but like there's no animation to him. There's no like you don't see any life to him. It's maybe just because he is fully this movie is using the 3D technology.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's cut. This movie uses 3D technology, and it works some areas, but for the most part, it just feels like we didn't have a budget, so let's just have Godzilla not do anything and just shoot lasers, because that's cheap.
So, I'm playing Valkyria Chronicles 4 right now.
Yeah.
That has better CG characters than this movie.
And we should know.
And that should not be the case.
When we say animation, we mean, like, the frames per second. We mean the shadowing. We mean, like, the lighting. We mean the belief that this is actual creature, the movement. Every character is stiff.
Yeah.
Every character is lifeless, except for when the human characters have bursts of emotion.
Yeah.
In which case, then you can see some life in them.
Godzilla
does not have that.
Yeah. They also cut frames in this, which is something I hate in a lot of 3D stuff. The Dragon Prince recently did this, and I love that series, but that is, like, the biggest downgrade for me of, like, I got used to it, but still that was like the biggest issue.
Yeah.
And also the same thing with the new Spider-Man movie. But that one I get because it's going for a comic book feel. So that one I can get a little more for why they do it. But they also drop frames in that, which I'm like,
It does. It
still looks gorgeous though. Its art style makes up for it. This, however, is just bland. It's just bland 3D characters. And if I were to, let's say, take them out and insert them into another 3D animated thing, it would probably fit. I just wish I had more style to it, a lot more creativity. And before you say, oh boy, they take a lot of risks, but just like The Last Jedi, it's not always the best thing. For example, both in Monster Planet and also
City on the Edge of Battle,
they showcase, let's say, Mechagodzilla, or they hint at Mothra, or they hint at King Ghidorah. But the problem is the realizations of those characters are so terrible and lackluster. It's not that, oh, that's a cool twist. It's, oh, they lack budget, or also, oh, they lack.
Yeah, it's very much we lack budget. Like the Mechagodzilla's on every poster, but literally it's just his head. It's a city attacking
in 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's a city attacking him, and it's stressed that this could be the end of the world. But if you think about the plot, which is the other problem with these movies, is the plot said in 20,000 years it moved to the, again, Mechagodzilla grew not like the size of a city.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like, and we can't even tell how large that city is. I mean, it's decent, but it's not like in another 50,000 years, if it's 2 cities, okay.
Yeah.
If it's 1,000,000 years and it's Japan, who cares? Because humanity is going to be gone by then.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with the second movie. So if we had to rank them and put them on our list. Yes. So right now on our list, we have Gamera 2 as first.
Yes.
Shin Godzilla. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah.
Yep.
King Kong vs. Godzilla. Godzilla's Revenge, which I can't believe is somehow above Megaguirus, but whatever.
I can believe it.
And then at the bottom, we have, like, all the way down at the bottom, we have Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Here's the question. Yeah. Would you watch Godzilla vs. Megalon again, or would you watch these movies? Because, honestly, Megalon... I would watch possibly Megalon. Like, here's my thing. Megalon is a bad movie, and if we're judging it based on just horribleness, then... Megalon has the craziness that overcomes, like, it at least has some originality. Yeah. It doesn't have a budget either, but it at least has some originality to the movie. It also uses
a lot of stock footage, but the thing about it is Godzilla Monster Planet is better than
Megalon. Yeah, I would agree with that.
No, I would at least give it that. But the city at the edge of battle is so incoherent, so boring that Godzilla vs. Megalon, it's an 80-minute film.
Yep.
75 minutes.
It goes by quick.
That's the thing. The human characters make no freaking sense. But that being said, so does City on the Edge of Battle by how it's just more modern interpretation of just not making sense.
Also, the characters in Megalon,
But the question is, would I rather watch the final fight in Godzilla vs. Megalon or the final fight in the City on the Edge of Battle? And I would probably say Megalon. Because of the fact that Megalon had a 20-minute fight with Jet Jaguar, Megalon, Gigan, and Godzilla. Yes. That had unique fights and was at least
zero-G tail slides.
At least interesting enough.
Or just kooky. Or just, like, literally kooky. With Jet Jaguar breaking Gigan's arm. I was like, yeah!
All you see on the City Edge Battle is just strafing runs with these mechs, which they put way more attention to than anything else. It's like, instead of having mechs, let's, I don't know, have another monster fight Godzilla or anything.
That's why I'm not looking forward
into a trench run, and they're like, oh, you're going to fight Godzilla versus, it's going to be Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. No, it's just getting him in shot, firing a bunch of stuff, and then hitting him from behind. It's like, oh. And then they have so much, like, drama, and it just makes no sense that I'm just like, I would absolutely put Godzilla versus Megalon somehow above City on the Edge of Battle.
Okay, so Megalon's 14, 15 City on the Edge of Battle. And at number... now, here's the other question. Where does Monster Planet go? Because Monster Planet, I think, should go 7. I think Megaguirus has a better end scene, and is overall... Because there is no story, really, because it's all set up, and the setup is horrible, whereas Megaguirus, it's just its own film.
The first 10 minutes of Monster Planet is better than anything in Megaguirus, though.
That is true.
But the question is, does the rest of the film drag down the movie, and does the sequel also detract from it? Because technically, if you wanted to, you could essentially, if you watch Monster Planet, you're not going to get a full story. But you could get a story of Godzilla coming out and just wrecking everything, and you could maybe end it there and be like, humans lost.
Yep.
But if I had to put it down and just look for cohesion in that does detract from it. So I would probably put it under Godzilla vs. Megaguirus.
So Godzilla's Revenge is 2 tiers above the new movie.
Godzilla's Revenge somehow is at 5th place on our list, and we have, at this point, 9 movies. It is somehow middle tier, which I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're absolutely right. Godzilla's Revenge, I would watch that over most of those movies, except for making me the Megaguirus fight. But it's just
because yes, the movies may not be good, but it's kind of like what we dealt with, like the Meg, or even like Venom to an extent. They might not be good, but they're enjoyable.
Yeah,
and it's a bad enjoyable movie is better than an okay boring movie.
Godzilla's Revenge is so crazy and so out there that it makes up for the fact Godzilla's and Megaguirus, Monster Planet, for the most part, and St. Megalon and that are just boring. They have like moments where they're good, but the majority of the films are boring. Where at least I can say with Godzilla's Revenge and higher, all those films I can say is not boring. Yeah. Like King Kong vs. Godzilla, you get some cheesy, stupid, laugh out loud moments, but it's still good. So
King Ghidorah, you get some. Honestly, looking back in King Ghidorah, comparing it to all these other movies, it is by far a leg above everyone else.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's Monster Planet under Megaguirus, Stand on the Edge of Battle under Megalon. And you want my honest opinion? I think King Ghidorah, the last movie, just based on King Ghidorah's design, I think it's gonna go under City on the Edge of Battle. I think they're gonna just plop out an ending. Yeah.
I think it will.
Because again, I told you, they're not gonna have King Ghidorah fight Godzilla. They're gonna have King Ghidorah wrap around Godzilla.
Oh shoot, we're gonna have to add that to the list too when it comes out. Because by the time, we're gonna be doing this for months.
I don't think it'll be on the 15 by then.
Yeah, I'll figure out how to do this list. But any case, at least you have here our top.
I thought we were just keeping the top 15, and then if it's just better than the 15th, it just gets shoved off.
I mean, yeah, that would probably make sense. But I may be an idiot and just have a Word document and we'll
keep
place
track.
It.
Okay.
Yeah, that way at the end we can be like, this is our placement, by the way, in case you wondered about how things go.
How everything ranked?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But that way, again, you can see our definite top 15 monster movies you should absolutely check out. Maybe for 15 days of Halloween, which it started Halloween. It's October.
It is Halloween, yes.
By the way, I already saw a Godzilla movie on TV for Halloween. I'm like, that's cool. Oh, at work, yeah, I saw Godzilla X Mechagodzilla. Yeah,
classic.
And a bunch of people asked me, "Hey, can we change the channel?" I'm like, "No," and they're and they're like, "It's on the Spanish channel." I'm like, "I don't care. You're not changing."
I watched it in Japanese. Do you think Spanish is gonna stop me?
Yeah, exactly. But in any case, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Tune in next week for Godzilla Final Wars.
We will be watching it. Sorry about the delays. Just a lot of stuff going on. Him dying. Occasionally.
Me dying on the toilet for 2 hours is what stopped me, unfortunately, for a day. And because we were originally gonna have it up and ready today, but yeah, unfortunately, with streams and everything else, we just didn't have time.
It just didn't work. But in any case, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. So later,
guys. Hello, everyone, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Ace, Joey, Junior Chickless, Matthew Leppen, Ollie, Onlyplayapples, Sam Smith, sgtMcPain, Streakingwookie, WhiteHotD, Aaron Yee, Jordan Shavit, Leo Lou, Mikael, Persons, Nathan, Angus, Ari Spawn, and Tim. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys rock. This has been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time.